surrounded by water. 2/3 of Earth's surface is covered in water, both fresh and salt water. But what is in that water? There's fish, octopus, dolphins, whales, but something else, sharks. Sharks are considered a dangerous species because there's millions of them in the water. Because Earth's surface is covered in so much water, that means sharks can go anywhere. But they're only dangerous if you don't know your basic information. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the basic things about sharks. I'm qualified for this because I am an avid shark lover and I watch a lot of Shark Week. I'm going to talk to you about 4 things. I'm going to give you some shark information, then I'm going to talk about types of dangerous shark, a shark attack, and then something to help you if you ever find yourself in a shark attack. First, let's talk about the basic information of sharks. Basic information of sharks. That's all you really need to know. I got this information I'm about to tell you from sharkworld.com. They are a research group dedicated to sharks. First, let's look at the body. The body of the shark is shaped like an airplane. They have fins to help them glide along the water, and they pick up vibrations, and then they have a dorsal fin on their back to help balance, and an anal fin as well. Then they have a tail fin that helps them move fast along the water and balance too. Then their skeleton. It's not like ours that is made up of bone. It's made up of cartilage, which is tissues, just like our joints. But also they have big teeth. They have usually about 50 to 75 teeth at any given point. They have rows of teeth, depending on each species. They usually lose 1 tooth a week, and they have 30,000 teeth in their lifetime. With all those teeth, you have to think, how many species of sharks are there? There are 500 species of shark, with different sizes as well. You can have a shark that's 7 to 8 inches long, and a shark that's 46 feet long. It ranges in size depending on which shark you're looking at. But with all those different sharks, each of them live in a different habitat. You have some sharks that just live on reefs or corals. Then you have salt, freshwater, and some deep water sharks as well. But mostly they live where they can find food. They can travel up to 100 miles to find food. The food they eat is mostly fish. They eat fish, but if they have to, they'll eat squid, lobster, crab, mussels, clams. They can have one big meal and then wait for weeks to eat. Pretty amazing if you ask me. Also, they're pretty much loners. If they do find another shark, how they communicate is with aggression. Not like us, how we talk. They communicate with aggression, and maybe they'll send out some vibrations. Now that we know a little bit about the basic shark, we're going to talk about types of dangerous sharks. I asked my class, do you think sharks are really dangerous? And some of them said, yeah. They hurt people and kill people. But some are like, they're just wild animals. We're misunderstanding them. It could be just 1 or 2 sharks that are very dangerous. There are some dangerous sharks, but there are also some not. There's 3 types of dangerous sharks. And they're the great white, tiger shark, and the bull shark. I got this information from Discovery News, where they talked about dangerous sharks. First is the great white shark. He has a torpedo-shaped body and weighs in a length of 18 feet and 4,000 pounds. He has a bluish-grayish top coat, and then on the belly he is white. He has a crescent moon tail as well. They're found in mostly the coastal regions of the world, where the water is 60 to 75 degrees. Why they're considered dangerous is because, they have a movie named after them, Jaws, and they mostly attack boats, but they have 403 attacks on humans. 247 of those are unprovoked. Next is the tiger shark. It's called the tiger shark because it has stripes on the side of its body, but they usually go away when they're older. They range 10 to 14 feet long and 800 to 1,000 pounds. They're located in all the tropical and subtropical regions of the world, but the reason why they're dangerous is because they literally eat anything. They have found tires, cans, and other really random stuff in their bellies because they have an elastic jaw that makes them a top contender for dangerous sharks. They have over 157 attacks. 27 of those attacks on humans were unprovoked. Next is the bull shark. The bull shark is just like his name, a bull. He's a very aggressive shark. He's 7 to 12 feet long and 200 to 500 pounds. He has a short, stubbed nose and fins with black tips. He's found in both salt and fresh water, so he can travel pretty much anywhere, but he likes to stay on the coastlines where it's warm. Why it's so dangerous? is because he's aggressive. They think Jaws was named after a shark attack in New Jersey, and they say it's a great white, but most people believe it is a bull shark that caused that attack. He has 121 attacks, and 25 of those are unprovoked. But most believe he has some of those great white shark attacks and tiger shark attacks that I talked about. With all those dangerous sharks, what is a shark attack? A shark attack is an attack by a shark on humans. I got this information from What Should We Call a Shark Attack at Discovery News. But they also said that a shark attack can also be considered people attacking sharks, because more sharks die from people than people die from sharks. There are 70 people that die from a shark attack. 70 people that get attacked a year, but 6 of those people die. But mostly it's from blood loss, and they're already in the ambulance or a hospital. But 100 million sharks die a year from people. Pretty amazing if you ask me. Most of the shark attacks are in the tropical regions. It's divers who get too close, or they venture too far out in the ocean. It can happen anywhere. But the 3 top states that have shark attacks are Florida, Hawaii, and California. So what do you do if you do get attacked when you're on vacation and you're in the ocean? I asked my class, what's one way to stop an attack? And they thought, oh, just punch him in the nose or grab his scales. Or they're just like, I don't know. I live in Wisconsin. But it's still good information to know. I got this information from the Florida Museum of Natural History, where they talked about shark attacks and what to do. The first thing they said is prevention is key. Just don't even go in the water. Or if you have to, don't go too deep. Because you got to be cautious of the water you swim in. If you go in the water, stay in a group. Don't go out at night, dawn, or dark. Don't enter if you're bleeding. Don't splash around. But if there is a shark, don't go up and touch it. Get out of the water immediately. If you are attacked, defense is key. Punch him in the face. The face is very sensitive. Don't aim for the mouth, though. Punch him in the eyes, the snout. Punch him in the gills. Don't take your eyes off the shark either, because that's when most people get hurt. And get out of the water as fast as possible, but please remain calm. We talked so much about sharks today. Let's see what happened. Sharks aren't as dangerous as they say, as long as you know your basic information. We talked about shark information, how they're shaped like a plane, and they have a lot of teeth. Then we talked about 3 dangerous sharks, like the great white shark, the tiger shark, and the bull shark. We talked about shark attacks and how they aren't really common because we attack them more than they attack us. And then we talked about how to stop an attack by punching them in the face, and prevention is key, and to get out of that water when you see a shark. But when you go in the water, make sure you think about going into that water, because you never know what is lurking.